अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू ऑल टुडे। आपने कभी जानवरों, पौधों और इंसानों पर गौर किया है? आपने कभी सोचा है कि उनके पास कैसे स्ट्रक्चर्स और सिस्टम्स हैं जो इनको सरवाइव करवा रहे हैं? स्टूडेंट्स, we know that everything that is alive has to die at some point. Nothing is immortal. Whether you look at plants or animals or insects or humans, you see that everything ages and grows. But if every living thing dies at one point, how are all these species of different organisms still alive? And what happens when all these systems and organs and processes are exhausted? Well, in order for any species to carry on existing, there has to be a process that gives rise to further generations as the previous one dies. And this process is called reproduction. Reproduce literally means to produce again. So, reproduction is the process that helps members of a species produce offsprings or children that will carry on the existence and survival of that species. सारे organisms मर जाते हैं, चाहे वो बुढ़ापे से मरें या किसी बीमारी से, किसी एक्सीडेंट से, एक्सेट्रा. रिप्रोडक्शन की वजह से नेक्स्ट जनरेशन बनती रहती है. अगर ये प्रोसेस एग्जिस्ट ना करे तो दुनिया में कोई लाइफ होए ही ना. इसीलिए रिप्रोडक्शन हर ऑर्गेनिज्म की सर्वाइवल के लिए बेहद ज़रूरी है. बेसिकली रिप्रोडक्शन एक ऐसा प्रोसेस है जिसके ज़रिए सब लिविंग थिंग्स फॉर्म होती हैं. इसीलिए इट्स अ डिस्टिंक्टिव फीचर ऑफ ऑल लिविंग थिंग्स. Every living organism, from humans, bacteria, animals, and plants, are capable of reproduction. अब सवाल ये पैदा होता है कि रिप्रोडक्शन होती कैसी है? Look around yourselves. There are millions of organisms on our planet. There are us, humans. There are many different kinds of animals, birds, fish. There are bacteria and fungus and algae and plants. अब क्या ये सारी स्पीशीज रिप्रोडक्शन का एक ही मेथड यूज करती हैं? नहीं, रिप्रोडक्शन के भी डिफरेंट मेथड्स होते हैं. आइए देखते हैं इन सब मुख्तलिफ मेथड्स को. सो द फर्स्ट मेथड ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन इज द सेक्शुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. एज द नेम सजेस्ट्स, this method involves two members of the same species but opposite gender, male and female, coming together to give rise to a new organism. Sexual reproduction involves the union of two cells, one type of cell from each, from male and female. Let us take a look at the sexual reproduction in humans. The sexual reproduction in humans occurs in several stages. Human reproduction, as science tells us, happens in different stages. And it is even mentioned in the Quran. God created you in stages. The two cells involved are the sperm from the male member and one egg from the female. These sperm and eggs are the reproductive cells of an organism, and they are also called gametes. They are also called the sex cells. जो sperm होता है वो male gamete होता है और egg फीमेल गमीट को कहते हैं. और जिस प्रोसेस के थ्रू एग और स्पर्म यूनाइट करते हैं उनको हम कहते हैं फर्टिलाइजेशन. द एग इज सेड टू बी फर्टिलाइज्ड बाय द स्पर्म टू फॉर्म अ zygote, which is the name given to the fertilized egg. This zygote then develops into an embryo, which is the earliest state of development of the baby organism. The embryo then undergoes developmental stages inside the mother's body, and this entire duration of development before the baby is born is called the gestation period. It is about 40 weeks or 9 months for humans. Then the human mother gives birth to live babies after the gestation period is over. Animals that give birth their young are called viviparous. In contrast to these, some animals lay eggs. and they are called oviparous. ये सारी डेवलपमेंट फीमेल बॉडी के अंदर ही होती है. फर्टिलाइजेशन का प्रोसेस और एम्ब्रियो की सारी डेवलपमेंट भी फीमेल बॉडी के अंदर ही होती है, इन द यूटरस, which is the female reproductive organ. The male reproductive organ is called the testis. Even हमारे कुरान मजीद में इसका जिक्र है. God creates you inside the bodies of your mothers in stages one after another. फर्टिलाइजेशन दो तरह की होती है. एक होती है इंटरनल फर्टिलाइजेशन, जो फीमेल की बॉडी के अंदर होती है, जिस तरह ह्यूमंस की होती है. कुछ जानवरों में फर्टिलाइजेशन बॉडीज के बाहर होती है. इसको हम कहते हैं एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन. मिसाल के तौर पर फ्रॉग्स की. फीमेल फ्रॉग जो होती हैं, इट लेज हर एग्स, और फिर द मेल फ्रॉग deposits its sperms onto the eggs, fertilizing them. This type is called the external fertilization. In the human's female reproductive system, there is a cycle that begins when puberty hits. This cycle is called the menstrual cycle. This cycle helps to prepare the uterus each month for pregnancy, and it also makes premature eggs. This cycle results in the thickening of the lining of the uterus and the growth of an egg. If pregnancy does not occur, the lining is broken down and released in what is known as menstruation or a period. This cycle occurs after every 28 to 30 days in female humans. Students, आपको एक बहुत अहम चीज़ याद रखनी है, और वो ये कि ये जो गैमीट्स होते हैं, the sperm and the egg, they are both haploid. अब इस haploid का क्या मतलब है? इसका ये मतलब है कि each of these cells have only a single copy of each chromosomes. We can also say that they have half the number of chromosomes than normal cells. And because these cells have to unite, they give rise to a diploid, which means having two copies of a chromosome cell, and that develops into a unique diploid offspring organism. As a result, the baby has two pairs of chromosomes. Each pair of the chromosome is inherited from each of its parent. एक फादर की तरफ से और दूसरा मदर की तरफ से. और जो बेबी होगा वो इन दोनों पेरेंट्स का जेनेटिक मिक्स होगा. जेनेटिक मिक्स का मतलब है कि दोनों पेरेंट्स के जीन्स का मिक्सचर इस बेबी में होंगे, और इस बेबी में कुछ ट्रेट्स या कुछ आदत सिमिलर होंगी अपनी मामा से, और कुछ आदत अपनी पापा से सिमिलर होंगी. है ना ये मज़े की बात? This not only increases the chances of genetic variation in sexually reproducing organisms, but it also helps them in evolution. Let's look at sexual reproduction in other animals. As humans, we are used to thinking of animals as having two separate sexes and the involvement of both the genders in reproduction. However, in the animal kingdom, there are many variations. Other than mammals, many animals and plants also reproduce by sexual reproduction. कीड़े मकोड़े, birds, mammals, fish, reptiles, amphibians, or even kuch plants, they all use this method to reproduce. In most cases of other animals, sexual reproduction involves two members of the opposite genders as well. But in some animals, however, one individual carries both the female and the male reproductive parts. These organisms are called hermaphrodites. Invertebrates such as earthworms, slugs, tapeworms, and snails are often hermaphroditic. They may have partial or complete reproductive organs of both genders, and any member of such species can act as a female or male partner during reproduction. They can even self-fertilize or fertilize each other, and both produce offsprings. अब what about sexual reproduction in plants? Sexual reproduction has been observed in flowering plants. The flowers are the reproductive organs in plants. The pollen grains, the powdery substance you must have seen on little filaments in flowers, are the male gametes. And the ovules, which are small pouches inside the flowers, is the female gamete. The pollen grain must reach the ovule in order to fertilize it. अब ये इधर से उधर तक पहुंचे कैसे? Plants may self-fertilize where the pollen of the same plant fertilizes its own ovule, or they may cross-pollinate where pollen from the different plant of the same species fertilizes the ovule. Cross-pollination करने के लिए plants कुछ चीज़ों की help लेते हैं, मसलन insects, birds, water, wind, all of them help in pollination. Students, let us come to the second method of reproduction, which is called asexual reproduction. During asexual reproduction, an organism is able to produce offspring without the involvement of another member of the same species. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि इसमें कोई फर्टिलाइजेशन नहीं होती, कोई गेमीट्स नहीं चाहिए होते, एंड सिर्फ एक पेरेंट ऑर्गेनिज्म से भी ये प्रोसेस कंप्लीट हो सकता है. In the case of asexual reproduction, the offsprings produced are exactly identical to the parent organism and are called clones. This lies in contrast to the sexually reproduced offspring that are genetically different from their parents. Asexual reproduction occurs at a faster pace than the sexual reproduction. This method of reproduction has been observed in many species of bacteria and other single-celled organisms, as well as some multicellular organisms and plants. There are many forms of asexual reproduction. Animals may reproduce asexually by 3 processes. The first process is binary fission. Binary fission में जो parent organism होता है वो size में बहुत बड़ा हो जाता है, and then it simply splits in 2. That's it. This process occurs, for example, in many aquatic animals like the starfish, bacteria and amoeba. Binary fission एक सेल से स्टार्ट होता है जो कि अपना DNA कॉपी करता है और फिर वो 2 में बन जाता है in 2 identical cells. This is why it is a very fast process. Another type of asexual reproduction is budding. As the name shows, little buds form which give rise to new organisms. Budding is a process in which the parent organism grows a small bud at one point of its body, and this bud grows into an entire new organism. These buds grow in size, mature into adult organism, and then break off from the parent organism. Some unicellular organisms like yeast and multicellular organisms like hydra, which is an aquatic animal, reproduce by this method. Let's look at budding in yeast cells and hydra. The next type of asexual reproduction is very unique, and it is called fragmentation. Fragmentation is the asexual process of reproduction in which a part or a fragment of the parent organism breaks off. And if this part is large enough, it grows into a complete new organism or offspring. This process can be seen in many kinds of flatworms, some species of fungi, sponges, hydra, and starfish. The part that breaks off from the parent organism also regenerates itself. We can see this process in the starfish in this video. I know आपको लग रहा होगा कि बडिंग और फ्रैगमेंटेशन एक जैसे हैं, बट ऐसा नहीं है. बडिंग में जो पेरेंट और ऑफस्प्रिंग होते हैं, इन दोनों का साइज एग्जैक्टली सेम होता है, जबकि फ्रैगमेंटेशन में ऑफस्प्रिंग का साइज काफ़ी छोटा होता है. There is also another mode of asexual reproduction that has been seen in some lower plants, invertebrate animals, and some vertebrate animals. It is especially seen in some species of lizards. This is highly unusual because normally complex organisms have been seen to reproduce sexually. इस unique process को हम कहते हैं parthenogenesis. The literal meaning of parthenogenesis is reproduction without fertilization or sexual union. And what happens in parthenogenesis is basically similar to cloning. An unfertilized egg develops into a new organism or offspring. This has been observed when there is lack of any available partners for sexual reproduction or during periods of threat or trauma or isolation. And this has been observed mostly in female organisms of the species. ये प्रोसेस अक्सर लिजर्ड्स और गेकोज में देखा जाता है. आइए ये वीडियो देखते हैं टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस प्रोसेस इन अ बेटर वे. Many plants, bacteria, fungi, and algae also reproduce by forming spores. Spores are single-celled reproductive structures. They are like the babies of these organisms. But they don't need the parent for survival. ये स्पोर्स जो हैं वो बहुत हार्श कंडीशंस को भी सर्वाइव कर सकते हैं और ईजिली इधर उधर जा सकते हैं. ये ग्रो करते हैं और मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स में डेवलप हो जाते हैं. एंड these spores can be formed sexually and asexually. स्टूडेंट्स, जब हम सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन के बारे में पढ़ते हैं इन ह्यूमंस तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम उन बीमारियों और इन्फेक्शंस के बारे में भी पढ़ें जो इससे लिंक्ड हैं. इनको ओवरऑल हम कहते हैं STDs, which is sexually transmitted diseases, या STIs, which are sexually transmitted infections. These diseases are spread person to person due to unsafe or unhygienic sexual contact. These diseases can be life-threatening and are usually spread from an infected person to an uninfected person. The following table shows us some of these diseases and their causative organisms. STDs नॉर्मली बीमारियों की तरह नहीं होती और इसीलिए इनकी ट्रीटमेंट भी काफ़ी इंटेंसिव होती है. कुछ डिजीज़ेस जैसे कि HIV का कोई क्योर नहीं है और वो जानलेवा भी हो सकती हैं. STD से इम्यून सिस्टम वीक हो जाता है और अक्सर औरतें बच्चा पैदा नहीं कर सकती, मतलब उनको फर्टिलिटी के इश्यूज आ जाते हैं. Thus, it is very important to have a safe and hygienic sexual contact to prevent these harmful infections. चलें, let's look at the key points of today's episode. Number 1. Reproduction is the process by which new living things are created. Number 2. Humans, animals, plants, and even bacteria reproduce. Number 3. Organisms may reproduce by sexual or asexual methods of reproduction. Number 4. Ignorant and unsafe sexual contacts can lead to highly fatal diseases. अब हम अपना क्विज लेते हैं to see how much we have learned in this episode. Question number 1. Which of the following is not true about reproduction? A. It is an essential life process. B. It is one of the fundamental characteristics of living things. C. Species cannot survive without reproduction. D. None of the above. The correct option is D. None of the above. Number 2. Reproduction that involves both male and female partner is called A. Sexual reproduction. B. Asexual reproduction. C. Fragmentation. D. None of the above. The correct option is A. Sexual reproduction. Number 3. Reproduction that involves the formation of a bud on parent body that forms the new offspring is called A. Fragmentation. B. Sporulation. C. Budding. D. Binary fission. The correct answer is C. Budding. Number 4. Asexual reproduction involves A. Both parent. B. Single parent. C. Fertilization of gametes. D. All of the above. The correct answer is B. Single parent. Students, with this we come to the end of our episode. Take care and remember to always stay curious.